When the world's armed forces need to pack a punch on the battlefield, they bring out the big guns. Modern artillery is an age-old solution adapted to today's military objectives. And when 21st century armies unleash a barrage of artillery fire, there's plenty of high-tech weapons to choose from. Artillery is one of the most fearsome weapons in modern warfare. Flexible and mobile, these high-caliber guns deliver destruction across the lines of battle, enabling friendly forces to attack while keeping the enemy pinned down. The basics of artillery are nearly as old as warfare itself. From catapults to cannons, the military objective was the same: shoot a projectile at the heart of the enemy from as far away as possible. But even the most powerful cannons were what the military calls direct fire weapons, which means they could fire only at targets that could be seen. The industrial age saw the development of more effective propellants, gun barrel technology, and high explosives. A new style of artillery fire was possible: indirect fire. Shells could now be fired up to 15 miles, well beyond the visual range of the gunners. This great leap forward in military technology led to terrifying results when it appeared on the battlefields of Europe in World War I. World War II saw the emergence of the armored vehicle as an antidote to the artillery revolution. The armored vehicle could protect its crew from incoming rounds. Improved artillery weapons were mounted on tracked armored vehicles to enable them to keep up with fast-moving tank divisions. On all sides of World War II, artillery crews rarely saw their targets. Instead, they relied on mathematical calculations to fire explosive rounds against distant enemy positions. On the receiving end, there would be little warning. Just dive for cover and wait for the shelling to stop. By the end of the war, artillery held the claim to the most destructive force in land warfare, accounting for about 70% of all World War II battle casualties. Artillery can be categorized into three basic types: mortars, howitzers, and guns. Mortars are considered the hip pocket weapon of the infantry. Lightweight and easily moved. A mortar team of 4 can set up and fire dozens of rounds in just minutes, and then move their position before the enemy has time to respond. Artillery weapons are designated by their bore diameter, the inner diameter of their gun tube. This is a 155 millimeter howitzer, meaning that its gun tube is 155 millimeters across, or about 6 inches. Some smaller howitzers, like these lightweight 105 millimeter howitzers, use a metal case behind the projectile to contain their propellant. Larger howitzers use simple bag charges instead. Fewer bag charges for shorter range. More bags for greater range. The range of a modern cannon is determined primarily by the amount of propellant used to launch the projectile. The length of the gun barrel matters too. The longer the barrel, the more time for the explosive to shoot the projectile forward. The configuration of howitzers is shaped by their mission. The smaller 105mm howitzers are a favorite of light mobile divisions such as paratroop and heliborne forces. Light enough to be airlifted by helicopter, the 105mm is used extensively by the 101st Air Assault Division. Other light units, such as the U.S. Army's Light Infantry Division, use the Humvee to tow them into combat. The 105mm howitzer can also be airdropped by parachute. This is the delivery method favored by the 82nd Airborne Division. Larger towed howitzers like this 155mm model are found in Marine divisions. A towed howitzer is much lighter than the self-propelled version of the same caliber. This is an important consideration for Marine divisions that must move all their equipment by ship and amphibious landing craft.
Sergeant, red bag. I see red close.
Star 7 white bag.
Fire. Boom.
The backbone of today's artillery force is the self-propelled howitzer. They are most commonly found in the Army's armored and mechanized infantry divisions. The U.S. Army has favored tracked self-propelled howitzers since they have the best performance in tough conditions such as mud or snow. Other armies prefer their artillery mounted on wheeled chassis, which both reduces cost and affords greater speed. One example is South Africa's massive G6 howitzer, which employs a semi-automatic loader that can fire up to 4 rounds per minute. One of the most innovative wheeled artillery vehicles is the French César. Its 155mm cannon is mounted on a 6x6 cross-country truck chassis, offering excellent tactical and operational performance. Its signature tactic is to hide, fire, and scoot. The César can hide until an order is given, then quickly move into firing position and immediately launch its ammunition. It can fire 6 rounds and then retreat to take cover in under 2 minutes.